Finally tonight, when a soldier goes off to war, an entire family sacrifices as well. According to some experts, 8 relatives are directly affected by every deployment. Much has been written about America's wounded warriors. Less familiar are the challenges their spouses face when they become caregivers. Here's Kelly Wallace.
Can you put the chicken on the grill for me?
Sure.
Nancy Coles couldn't have imagined getting help from her husband 2.5 years ago. An IED struck Ryan's Humvee in Iraq, blowing away his right arm and left leg. He lay in a coma on life support.
I'm 23 years old. We're married for, a couple years, and all of a sudden now I'm what? Like, I don't have a husband anymore. I've got a dependent. That's a really scary thought.
And so she began a journey into the unknown, like the caregivers for the nearly 33,000 wounded in Iraq and Afghanistan.
I realized that there's those people that they never come past opening their eyes, gesturing that they're thirsty. I was scared. I was really scared.
You hear Nancy talk about how scary that was for her, and I mean, what's that like when you hear that?
What if the roles were reversed and it was Nancy that was hurt, and I don't know if I could do it.
Nancy and Ryan came to this camp sponsored by the Adaptive Sports Foundation, a place where the veteran and the caregiver get the support they need.
If you can meet another spouse that can just say, yeah, he's done that, or, oh, he's like that sometimes, or, oh, don't you hate him, then it makes you feel less, you're not alone.
It's like sitting with old girlfriends because they know what we're going through and we can relate to each other better than some people we've known longer.
Danielle Andrade's husband lost both his legs to an IED in Iraq. In a similar attack, Casey Washburn's husband lost part of his foot.
When I went back to work, women actually said to me, clients, are you going to stay with him?
Nancy never thought of leaving expects him to pull his weight.
You don't get a free ride for the rest of your life that I'm always going to stick around and, if you're not a nice guy. So luckily I married a nice guy.
I do my best to try and push those limits as much as I can.
That sense of humor helped Nancy get through the toughest times.
You're the one that gets yelled at first. You're the one that gets snapped at when you go over a bump too hard in a wheelchair. Well, I didn't put a bump in the sidewalk. You can't make life smooth,
Right.
obviously.
Still, Nancy knows it could be worse.
There's people that'll never, ever meet their kids. I just can't imagine what their wives and their parents and loved ones are going through.
Hi, Kitty Pie.
To honor those less fortunate, they named their new daughter Jillian Demie, her initials a tribute to the 2 men who died in Ryan's Humvee.
What better way to celebrate than, a beautiful little girl? She represents life and happiness and great things.
For Nancy, the journey through extraordinary challenges makes this ordinary moment so precious. Kelly Wallace, CBS News, Bowie, Maryland.